Oh, welcome back to Dragon Age. I know it's been a few weeks since I did the last one, but I've had other things going on. But today we will be venturing into the Kocari Wilds.
You found Alistair, did you?
Get what we need for the joining ritual.
Ready to begin
And I have my headphones too
Assuming,
low.
course, that
What a
you're quite
surprise.
finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kocari Wilds to perform two tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, one for each recruit.
Set
There
task.
was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
It took them all this time to remember it.
The scrolls contain
Scrolls, 3 vials of
promises,
blood. Nice and easy.
treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
Nice
will.
and easy.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
And I've got to do Jory and Davith's stats. Wunderbar. Davith. Strength. Cunning. Yeah, a lot of cunning forward. He's a ranger. I was still combat trainer. He can have dual weapon, finesse, strike, and dirty fighting and below the belt. Jory is a 2-handed beater, so all strength and a little bit of dex. Should do him. Again, he gets the combats. Pommel strike, mighty blow, sunder arms, shattering blow, and indomitable maybe. We'll go powerful. We'll make sure their tactics are all up and good. That for some reason probably I didn't click use potion, and I want to change that to 30%. Davith, Scrapper, aggressive. Scrapper, aggressive, except we do have to do his himself. Let's have a look. Rank, if it is an elite or higher. Use mighty blow, and we'll do self. No, we'll do enemy. We'll do enemy. Class, warrior, sunder arms. No, not sunder arms. Enemy class rogue, pommel strike for the knockdowns. That'll do. We don't really care about them two anyway. Yeah. Oh, before we go, let's talk to the Ash Warrior later.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
And nobody likes elves in this.
Congratulations. Not bad for an elf. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Right, all the
We
soldiers.
aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What is an Ash
Our
Warrior?
training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
That's what you do.
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I believe.
Thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I
Believe
won't be
him.
kept from it.
Well, not too long going through the story of the dwarves and the first Ash Warriors. As entertaining as it is.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the
And off we
wilds.
go.
The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
That's what he thinks. And Alistair has one. Yeah, I've got a mod that. There is a mod that adds a Grey Warden spec tree, which is quite nice. Obviously, the sense of Darkspawn, which Grey Wardens are supposed to be able to do. It only works against Darkspawn enemies, but that's what this game's about.
Oh, poor animals. Why did they attack?
Our first fight is against wolves. Apparently the rest of my party doesn't want to move. Why isn't the rest of them moving? Something's the matter. Wow, I'm gonna have my first death because the game decided it didn't want us to move. Awesome. I've not encountered this problem before. I've had this problem before. I don't know what's happening here. There is something interesting. This did not happen in my tests.
No, that could have gone so much better.
Right, let's see. Does want to follow us? Entire time. Okay, I might have messed up there this entire time. Had them on hold position. Champion, but it's us. Now we have an injury. I am now deafened. I've got penalties to defense, so we're going to get rid of that with an injury kit. Lovely. And hopefully I don't make that mistake again and accidentally have them on hold position. Obviously I will be doing most of, if not all, the side quests, but definitely in the Kocari Wilds. I do love the wilds for no reason.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp. If you just bandage me up, I can get back myself.
Try to be nice.
I have bandages in my pack.
Not to take them back, but we'll bandage them.
Thank you.
A couple of bandages and he magically stands up, obviously.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless.
Sorry if there's a bit of
We should go
discomforting noise there. My headphones keep sliding off my hair. Yeah, you're a coward, Sir Jory.
I'm simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
You're a coward, Sir
A
Jory.
bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
Yeah, not many humans,
I'm
maybe.
relying on you to protect me. Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I
Alistair
need
is
to
a
make this
fail
easy,
safe.
Doctor. So let's get a move on.
We all die. Alistair finishes the job. So over here we have the Wilds flower that the Kennels Master is after.
Sensing more darkspawn.
And our first encounter with Darkspawn. Hey, look. The party actually wants to fight this time. I didn't mess up and have them on hold position. What a difference it makes. Obviously the combat is, I'd say, extremely basic early on, but I play a role, so that never really changes. Look at the dirty fight here. We'll chuck a flurry out there. And
That was most painful. I will need bandaging.
Sajori nearly died. That's our first vial of Darkspawn blood.
So I shall.
Most painful. I will need bandaging.
I'm going to have to make sure Sajori actually has his armor on. Davith, yep, they've all got armor. They're just not very good. So, we got the death route. Some poison maker. We can sense a Darkspawn. We can see them in the distance. So, let's continue on our merry way.
Look there.
What to do?
Slobs.
With hangmen's.
That just seems so excessive.
Almost as excessive as calling them poor slobs. Alright, so we'll go get rid of this bunch of Darkspawn up here before we
Darkspawn, I see.
disappear off where I go before we actually a little bit of stuff on. Stabby, 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 stabby. Oh, stabby, stabby, stabby. And what else we got? We'll let them Darkspawn fight them wolves over there. We'll worry about that in a bit. Darkspawn shield, not very useful.
And so I shall.
Because there's not much useful in the Kocari Wilds. Warmth bombs. Warm bombs are good. You know, the name Dragon Age should give it away. That there will be dragons at some point. And we saw his arrows before we saw him do anything. And all the extra XP ticks we're getting is from the wolves killing the Darkspawn. Even if the wolves kill them, we get the XP. And then wolves aren't killing me this time. Beautiful. Right, so. Don't need the wolf pelts. We just want to check the Genlocks and the Hurlocks. Right, that's 3 vials of blood, but I suppose any more we can get a bonus. And here's Missionary Rigby.
I'm ready.
Not you, man. Go away, George. You big Roman nose. His Last Will and Testament.
And so I shall.
As well as some boots, so that does give us a new quest. So we've got, obviously, Last Will and Testament we just picked up. Last Will and Testament is someone named Rigby. And he's got a cache. And we have to take to Jetta in Redcliffe, which will be a while away yet. And the Missionary, which is Jogby, which I'm going to do all of it anyway. But first things first, we are going to go down here, even though we'll be back this way shortly. But we've got a Darkspawn attack here. And there we go. Oh, Jory got both executions. We don't need to check the Darkspawn anymore. We have the vials of blood. Look, quick tap of M to open your map. This place looks bigger than it is. And the direction we will be going will be this way. We'll go take care of these wolves first.
Smell its breath from here.
Well, wolves do be having that halitosis. I don't think wolves have toothbrushes. And we've got a very unique. We've got the alpha wolf here. I think it's the only time you ever fight an alpha wolf. But we just stabby stab stab. Now he's got a little sweep in there with everything being in front of us. That's the wolves howl. Wolves as enemies or allies. They're just not very good. Right, dead. So as you can see up here, we've got these wolves guarding an iron chest in between two lovely enchanted statues there. And this we get the letter, firebolt which will take, excuse me, and the chance of flat blade. We also want to have that. And then we want to farewell to Jogby. We followed Jogby's clues, even though I didn't read his letter. But there's still more to do in the Kocari Wilds. Although I do love the chanced carvings and ruined stones. Ruined stones? Ruined. Ruined stones. Not really ruined stones. I do love them just dotted about the Kocari Wilds. But I like the Kocari Wilds myself. And I'm sure there's supposed to be more than one. There we go. There's the rest of them. Just running about trying to find them all. Dirty fighting. That's flask. Sometimes the pattern when you're trying to attack an enemy doesn't work too well. If the enemy decides to want to move or your ally wants to move in front of you, it can mess up the tracking a little bit. And we have come this way backwards, and this might be a nice time to use an acid flask. Oh, left click, not right click. Boom. And I'm sure the rest of all party will tell eventually tell us. I've done this every single swing. The poisons and the flask I always have them down there, but I don't tend to use them against Darkspawn, I'll be honest. I tend to save them. I like to save them for later on into the game when I can get the most use out of them. Give me one pick up some more. And there we go. So, down we come to some more lovely runes and more Darkspawn. Boy tried to shoot us with a fire arrow. No, I forget if this is explicitly explained, whether it's explained anyway in this game or not. Genlock and Herlocks are Darkspawn, but there's multiple types of Darkspawns. Genlocks are the small ones, Herlocks are the bigger ones. Then later on we do have we find Shrieks. I think that's it. But they're just different types. Think of them as goblins to orcs to urukais, essentially. For any, they just follow fantasy rules. Herlocks are the small ones. Genlocks, sorry, are the small ones. And then the Herlocks medium. Shakes are the sneaky. We'll take the box to Judah. If I remember correctly, I don't think there's much in this box actually. And thanks to Rigby's journal, you have to hold tab to see this.
Over here.
Or whatever the equivalent is on PlayStation, Xbox. I'm not quite sure. I've never played it on console. We can find Chanted trail signs. So now we can do backtracking and do all the chance of trail signs so that we can yeah, wrap up that quest. I do believe it's a quest. Last Will and Testament. No, it's not down as a quest, it's just an optional. Just ignore premium content. It's DLC, we won't be doing that for a while actually. But off we go, and every now and then just a quick press of the tab button or equivalent,
As you desire.
and we will touch the chance of trail signs, and every time Davith will say looky here. But since we've killed pretty much everything anyway,
And so I shall.
What's this?
and then Jory chimes in, we can just run through and we can just tap them all on the way. There is another one over here before we go further down the bottom end. So we just have a little tappy. Check on the map. See, we missed one over there. They will show up on your map to give you a bit of a clue, a bit more of a help. Jesus, this way. Normally I'll do this the opposite way around how I've done it. I normally fight the first set of Darkspawn, then loop all the way around and then come back to do the chance and trail signs. It just seems to work a little bit easier, but obviously thought I'd change it up, keep it fresh, mix it up a little bit. That one, look at the map, as you can see, the next one is no longer marked on the map. Ignore that white splash through the map. It's there's nothing there you can walk on. Sorry. Right. So off we go, because our goal is that lovely ruined tower over there. Definitely doesn't look like the ruins of Amon's Soul. It's not Weathertop. But I love the Kocari Wilds. All the hanged men. We go from all the chance and decorations to now the Darkspawn defiling everything. Their own mock. And the only pain down here is that one emissary in the middle. It's almost worth being an archer for this fight because Jory's about to go get himself killed. Except we're going to get the chance to trail sign first. And now that we've picked them up, we have a new quest. Now this bridge is filled with traps. And so is this little bit over here. And I've managed to avoid all of them. Somehow. And Jory is dead. Just like I said Jory would be. That Hurlock emissary. The emissary is the Darkspawn equivalent of a mage. And they're the big massive player. High resistance, physical resistance, which is why dirty fighting did not last 2 seconds on it. And I died. Now I have done this before where I've died. Never this often. And honestly, I should really put them down on Ulster Fire in case I ever need a micro. Honestly, I'm just really bad at actually keeping track of my health. I keep forgetting to check. But Alistair Cannon will pretty much solo this. And bam. Go back up. There's the injury portion on myself. I'll take Darkspawn. Now this music will keep playing until we find Jory. There he is. I don't want to talk to you, Davith. This is embarrassing. I've had 2 deaths in the beginning area. All through my own negligence of not paying attention to what buttons I'd pressed or my own health. Which is what 90% of my deaths in this game equate to. And for some reason I can't undo that trap. Sometimes changing your camera angle does help. But
and so I shall.
We go down here and we've got the chance at cash. So go get this, and I really could not care less about jewelry. I'm gonna get the cash before we worry about fighting. So we've got some shaman robes, thin helm. I mean, it's all good really. Right, now we'll help everybody fight. But if the deaths show you anything, it's that in a game like this, you should never stray too far from Alistair. Alistair is glorious. I can't even get in there to fight. Come on. Okay. Some more stamina drafts. And Garnet. With like a little cheeky Princess Till Alexandros Garnet there. Right, so that flimsy leg hold trap is going to irritate me because I can't disarm it. And I would really like to disarm it because I'm really close to a level up down here. But you notice we found a letter and a pouch of ashes on a soldier's corpse up here. It's got this lovely pile of rocks, and we will summon Gazareth after I get some death root.
Lovely.
So sprinkle some ash on the stones. And there he is. Gazarath. This is one where honestly I definitely think the poison is more worth it. This is our first elite. Another elite due to the name being in purple. Much higher rank than what we have been fighting. But it's an early game elite and we can dogpile it with 4 characters for a cheeky level up. So Enchanter's footing in the pile of rags, and it's the only enemy I know that drops double loot. We get an ornamental sword and some less than useful chainmail. Alright, our level up, let's see. What do I want? I don't really want anything in Constitution yet. Maybe health 115. Do I really need any higher health than 115 at the moment? We'll go all into cunning. All into cunning. I would never get. I'd say dual striking so I get repose. But dual striking sucks so much, and I never actually use it. Dual striking, obviously, strike with both weapons simultaneously, but you cannot crit. Attacks cause more damage, but the character not inflict regular crits or backstabs. And the whole point of my build is I'm going for a backstab build. We go for speed. And we've got nothing to lead up here. Really? Oh, now I'm confusing myself. Hey, we'll go dual striking for this one, which I believe combat tweaks slightly fixes. So your weapons actually you do swing a little bit faster and you do get the double hits. It makes it slightly useful early game. I need to stop looting mid battle, to be fair. This will help my boy Jory. And that is more entitled to agree with King Kaelin. This is no blight. This is all the army in the forest. And the big loot, the Hurlock Alpha. With the enchanted dagger, some demonic itcher, health, fire, heavy chainmail, absolute garbage. Do not need that wank. Right, I want to check the tactics. What is the highest level enemy? It's on him. Elite or higher? Yeah, elite. Gazarus was the first boss. Elite is yellow, boss is orange. So, we'll check this one's cash, and then we are going to get well, what I think is the greatest single line of dialogue in this game. And we're also going to meet my favourite raven-haired witch. So I will be quiet from here till after we are introduced to them.
Well, well, what have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
And there we go. Morrigan, my favourite Ravenhead witch in honestly hands down any game. But let's find out who you are.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here?
Well, we came here for you, baby.
Now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long.
Come join us.
Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
Swooping is very, very bad.
She'll turn us into toads.
Oh, piss off,
Witch
Davith.
of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you
Sooner
no
we'll pass this
minds
point in the
of
game
your
with
own?
Davith, the sooner I have to stop thinking about Little Britain and the only game in the village. It was expecting to see me family.
I shall tell you mine.
Call me Daddy
They
Gladdy.
call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall
You
I
just
guess
call
your
me Daddy
purpose?
Morrigan.
You
Let's be
sought
real.
something in that chest.
Let's be real.
Something that is here no longer.
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does
Sneaky
one
witch
steal
thief.
from
Alistair has
the
such a way with words.
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are
Fantastically
Grey Warden
clever
property,
man he
and
is.
I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
And yes, I have obviously changed the appearance of Morrigan. I do use a mod that changes how she looks slightly. So who removed them?
Was my mother, in fact. There is a sensible
Take us to it.
request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest,
Well,
it'll be
we
a
don't
nice
know she's a
change.
witch.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
This doesn't look like one. How do you know?
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
But once I agree with Sir
There's a
Jory.
smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I believe that I don't like you, Flemeth. But, believe it or not, some things have to be accepted.
Answer I hope to get. An open mind, yet not made of mush. Am I simply complimenting you? Wait and see. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
Typical crazy
So
witch of the forest.
this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Wild
Of
witch.
the wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
true.
It's got me in its
And
spotlight.
before you begin barking,
Oh,
your precious
dancing
seal
in the
will all long
moonlight.
ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh,
Damn, next thing you know,
protect them?
chocolate stays on your pants.
Why not?
Dancing under the
Take
moon.
them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
How do you know that?
Do I? Perhaps I am simply an old woman with a penchant for moldy parchments. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Flemeth's still
Do
a
not be
crazy bitch.
ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out at the woods. Follow me.
Follow you into a dragon's maw. But I think that is where we're going to end it here for today, and hopefully it doesn't take us 2 weeks to get the next one out. I'll tell you what, actually, before we end it, we will go and give the kennel master the flower that we found.
Bari's stable for now, but not improving.
I think we can do the mage's chest now as well, actually. We might do that as well. Here's your flower, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Make this into an ointment.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle?
Beautiful.
Perhaps we can see about
Gotta help the
implanting
doggos.
it on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Be straight here after the battle. I want that hound. And yeah, the Tranquil has moved to where Wynn was. Wynn moves around the corner. We just stroll straight over to the mage's chest, which, as you can see, is full of, well, mostly useful stuff. That's a spirit bomb. I mean, like all the bombs in this game, do I even have any? Like the ice salve, never run into enemies that use too much ice. Spirit bomb and nature bomb, and never run into enemies that use a lot of spirit or nature damage. The warmth bombs, fire damage. You know, dragons in the name of the game. We're going to be fighting dragons. Get another ruin and some mage's equipment, so we're going to take all that. But we'll go visit the quartermaster.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
So
long as...
I'll see your other goods, but I'm not really here to buy as much as I am to sell some absolute. I'll check the topaz and the quartz can go, but I can't remember if we need the garnets for another quest later on in the game. Let me buy another enchanter's foot. I could have 3 enchanter's foot. Don't even know why I need 3. Don't even know. 2's enough. We'll buy the bombs again. Bombs, flasks, potions, Mabari crunch, just in case we get a dog. Oh, you never be too careful. Walking out your door. You don't keep your feet, so no way you'll be swept off to. I have no idea why those soul rot and fire bombs aren't layering them with each other. There we go. I've also realised I don't have the soul rot or the fire bombs on my inventory, my quick bar rather. That, then that. There we go. The lesser, so we'll get the regular health potions on there. Guess we can put a stamina drought on there as well. And I think I've got some acidic coating now as well. Actually, get this acidic coating down. We'll have like that. At some point I may decide to use all them, but we will end it here for now before we go and talk to Duncan and get the joining ritual underway. Although I did forget to talk to some people. Can't talk to Loki and Soldier anymore. there was codex we could have got by talking to both the King's Personal Guard and Lord Gain's Guard. But I will thank you all for joining me for this wonderful adventure, and I will see you again next time. Have a good one.